You're disarming something that has the potential to kill or harm.
No, wait.
The next second could be your last. What goes through your mind when you're just about to put your life on the line?
I've bomb disposal. I need you to stay still for me, okay? I'm going to help you.
I don't want my heart racing. I don't want that little tinge of panic at the periphery sort of closing in, a bit of claustrophobia in the suit or anything like that. You just shut it off and you apply logic, because you've got to be very controlled and calm. To get in front of that device, there's 5-8 years of training. There's all the knowledge collectively from Northern Ireland, Iraq, Kosovo, Afghanistan.
So, I mean, I spent 24 years in the parachute regiment. Joel spent an equal amount of time as an explosive expert. But you've got a job to do. It's as simple as that. To identify an explosive, make it safe.
We're going to need to prep the pulleys, Wash.
Got it.
They are the unsung heroes, really. They are tremendously brave, tremendously modest, very experienced. You know, to become a Met Expo, you have to have served in EOD, that's explosive ordnance, in the army. They would have done several tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. An incredible bravery to walk up to a device which has been set to kill people, and it may be booby traps. So the bravery they have, but they're all very calm, very collected, extremely professional people.
Oh, watch the...
I've got it.
It was really important in the process that we had authenticity. So the writer, Daniel Briley, who I started working with when we were putting the idea together, I put him in touch with the real bomb disposal personnel who'd been advisors on Bodyguard.
In the production of this, we've had so many consultants and advisors. We've made it as a rule in the script to never put anything in there that actually wouldn't happen. So that's been our #1 goal. Attention to detail, yeah. And audiences are so clever and so savvy now that they know when something rings true.
So we start off with advising on the script, inserting realism from a military perspective. The counter-terrorist teams, which I more specialise in, use military tactics from the SAS.
Paul has been teaching the officers how to clear rooms, enter properties with their weapons and look like they know what they're doing.
Don't move! Hallway clear! Left door!
Joel has been teaching myself and Vicky how to look at how a bomb is put together, what wires to cut, what you're looking for with the charge, the explosive, looking for the trace of the wires towards a secondary switch, what will close the circuit, trigger the bomb, and also where the power source is.
And I think, yeah, it's rigged up to the light switch.
What I found really interesting is the simplicity of what they needed to make the device. Screws, bolts, you know, a jar, a watch, a tilt switch, all these tiny little details, but given the knowledge that they have and the damage that they can do is frightening. So it was, you know, it's really important that we have enough research, and we've done our research to make sure we understand what it is we're talking about and what we're dealing with and handling. So there's a lot of, you know, it's very prop heavy on this job, it's very action heavy, and it's making sure that we look competent while we're doing it. You know, it's a funny thing when you're trying to play a professional, whether it be a police officer, bomb disposal officer, a doctor, something like this that would take years and years and years to perfect. But yeah, I'm never going to walk off this job going, don't worry, I've got it. I haven't. These people are incredible at what they do. Took your time. I've learned a lot. I mean, you know, it seems completely alien to me that as you would walk up towards a device, you would take off your helmet. But I know now why I do. You know, it's like the potential of the blocking of sight, or the fact that it could move slightly into the device, and it's tiny little details like that that I'm really excited to sort of invite the audience in to learn about things that we just, you know, naturally we wouldn't know what to do in that situation. No, Danny, my day sack.
No, Lana, please. They've been amazing. Been there at the drop of a dime, stepping in, giving us the information that we need to make sure that we're being correct, specific, telling us basically what would be realistic, and just be like, no, that would never happen. And, you know, we're still learning every day. And just some of the stories that we've shared, you know, you just have to give so much credit to these people.
What do you like?
No me lo quites.
Yeah, all right.
Thank you.
We've all had to bond together in very difficult situations, and they're not situations that you can just walk away from. You're there, you're stuck there, you've signed up for it, and you have to then deal with that. So that bond then obviously it becomes closer and closer the more dangerous situations become.
So please, will you just run? It's my mistake.
Well, you're going to have to kill us both, mate, because I'm not going anywhere, all right? I'm not leaving you.
That connection you have with people because you've got stuff in common, you've got shared experiences, shared loss maybe, shared victories, and you think, oh, you mean, everyone must be like this, and you leave and you become a civilian and you're trying to connect with people and you're like, oh, I didn't realise how much we were together and how close.
How did that go down?
How do you think?
Elements of the people that I met have informed the characters in terms of, like, one of the EODs mentioned kind of problems with his relationships, another EOD mentioned kind of like things he likes to do to decompress. It's bits and pieces for them, so it's not one particular person.
Making it the deadliest attack London has seen since the 7/7 terror attacks.
You have a price to pay, a sort of a physical or emotional price to pay for overriding that fight or flight, and you need to not ignore it, because there's only so many times you can shut it off until it is an issue. So post-traumatic stress can manifest in so many different ways. Some people have flashbacks, some people have anger issues. For me, it manifested in night terrors, so don't sleep for a few weeks. One of the reasons I chose to end my military career was because you've been stood at a level 9, a level 10 for so long that you can't turn off. You forget what it is to turn off. The chilling out watching TV, the getting some good sleep and relaxing are the abnormal bits.
All emergency services are exposed to seeing horrible things. Once you've seen them, you can't unsee them, really.
We both know the bomber's going to be right here, watching every move we make.
With like Tom and Samira, they have to carry on with the job because it's more important that they find out who's doing this and put a stop to it before they stop and grieve.
The Met and police services throughout the UK offers very good counselling services to kind of unpack what you've seen.
Grief is the terrible reminder of the depths of our love.
I was a police officer for 31 years. I worked in the Met's counter-terrorism command back in the 90s. Kind of got into this by chance, really. About 6 years ago, I got approached to help with Line of Duty, which has been filmed in Belfast. And I met Jed Mercurio then, built up a working relationship with him, and I've gone on to help him with series 4, 5 and 6 of Line of Duty, and then The Bodyguard as well.
Beat marker.
Because of the risk of reprisals,
Those 25-page scenes that they do in Line of Duty that Vicky's so familiar with, we don't have things quite as long as that. Today we're actually filming about a 5-pager where it's just round a table and it does feel very procedural.
Thank you both for coming in.
Vicky is a consummate professional. She's very experienced in policing now because of all the Line of Duty work, so she understands how policing works.
The language at times, it is difficult. The person I feel sorry for is Kerry, who plays Sonia Reeves. She's the data analyst.
The suicide belt's main charges were triacetone, triperoxide, TATP. So many acronyms. It's just that world, isn't it?
There's an acronym for everything in the police. SO15 is Specialist Operations 15, that's the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command. SCO19 is Specialist Crime and Operations Department 19, and that's the Firearms Department.
Sometimes the details that people like that can give you are not just about the way to pronounce particular words. It might just be as simple as, would a commander take his jacket off in a meeting? Would a commander roll his sleeves up? These kind of things that you can only guess at unless you've got the experts there.
He's got a very responsible role. As commander of SO15, he's responsible for the Met's Counter-Terrorism Command, which is 1,350 officers, 600 police staff, so that's over 2,000 staff, and tremendous responsibility for any proactive investigations and reactive investigations that are taking place.
They're not taking any chances. I've got a lot of respect for day-to-day coppers putting themselves on the line to keep their community safe. Mosque.
Sometimes you'll see a news report and you'll see news of an explosion or something, and you don't realise actually all the things that go on behind it, you know, the expos.
Right, I'm going to be radio silent around the device.
Okay. The work that goes on behind the scenes to try and prevent things happening, because for every device that does get through, there are numerous plots that are foiled because of great intelligence work by both the police and the security services who work very closely together.